think of it exactly as you described. It's an opportunity. One of the cancers that I see in society, that I see in some of the younger people, it's this sense of entitlement. You owe me that. No, we don't. We really don't. Okay. This idea that somebody has to do this for me, or I am owed this or owed that, or I am owed this privilege or this access. No, we don't. I got news. We really don't. In fact, it's almost the other way around. And although I don't want to drive home the point that you owe society, because that sounds, kind of cliche and so on, what I would say is, look, it's an opportunity. You can choose to do with it as little or as much as you want, but it's really going to be up to you. I've had many jobs for many companies over the course of a 30-year career. I was always the most challenged, and I always learned the most from my toughest bosses. Not tough because they screamed. Those guys were jerks. I had some of those. They were tough because they were demanding. Because the moment that I thought I had done the best that I could, they would pat me in the back and say, yeah, and you could have done better. And then they took the time to show me how. The first time I started my career at Procter & Gamble, the first time that I sold a Tide display to a store, my supervisor, I was so excited, I called my supervisor and said, I sold my first, it was my first week on the job, sold my first Tide display, and his reaction was, that's great. Do you use the promotion allowance to sell it? And so, of course I did. It's this promotion allowance, that's what it's there for. His reaction was, well, call me back when you sell one without the promotion allowance, because it's unclear to me whether you sold it or the promotion allowance sold it. And I thought he was being such a jerk. But the truth was, he was right. And he was nice about it. He didn't scream, he didn't holler, none of that. He just asked a very straightforward business question. So did you sell it, or did the promotion allowance sell it? And he made me think, and he knew he could do that to me, because he made me think. And I said, well, that's a damn good question. Harsh, but damn good question. And in the end, it wasn't really even that harsh. But he challenged me to think analytically in a way that I don't think many others would have. It was an opportunity to learn. And I could have taken that very specific situation and been very disappointed with him, in the company. I could have gone sour. I could have felt entitled to a recognition that I had just done something right, which was right. Instead, it was an opportunity to learn. It worked. I learned something from it. 30 years later, I still remember that conversation. Tells you something.